Hey everybody, welcome to the Leek. I'm John as always, and we got something new today. We've got drafts on Magic Arena. Quick drafts have just started up today, like literally 7 minutes ago, and we're going to draft. It's not my favorite format. You guys know how I feel about Hour of Devastation, but perhaps with a year or so behind us, maybe I'll learn to love this format. I read over some primers. I kind of refreshed myself. 4 or 5 color green is kind of the top deck, but it can really go wrong if you don't get what you need. You need those Oasis Ritualists and such. Blue-red spells is quite good, and then it drops off a bit from there. But anyways, to jump into a quick draft, you can pay either 5,000 gold, which we don't have at the moment because I spent some on packs and the flash event yesterday, or you can spend 750 gems, which is the equivalent of 5 real whole I guess American dollars, so a bit more in Canadian dollars, and that's what we're going to enter today. And then you play until you hit 7 wins, or I believe 3 losses. It doesn't actually, yeah, 3 losses, and you get more and more and more and more gems as you win. If you go 6, you actually get your entry fee plus 100 gems back, so you can just keep rolling. Plus, you get a chance for extra boosters. I believe you always get a booster, and it's between 1 to 3 boosters if I remember correctly. But we're going to draft. We're going to play upwards of 7 best of 1 matches. I guess actually we could play upwards of 9 matches and see how we do with Hour of Devastation. So we confirmed the purchase. I've never actually drafted in this. Looks like there's no timer, which is good. We got ourselves a Wildfire Eternal, which is not the best. We got a Burning Fist Minotaur, but hey, we have an Oasis Ritualist. I never really got to draft the 4 or 5 color deck. It was kind of discovered by the time that I was super done with this format. So maybe we give it a try here. We basically take Ritualists and Manaliths and Ramp, and then we just take literally every card that is good. Literally every one. Kind of ruins drafts a little bit when you're in pod, because you might be blue-red, and the person who's green, black, blue, red, white is going to take all your cards. Kind of a pain. There's an open fire, which is pretty good as well, but let's try for some 4 or 5 color shenanigans, shall we? So we take that Ritualist. Following up there, we've got an open fire, which is possibly just the best card in this pack. There's a Survivor's Encampment. We'd like those as well because, again, they tap for any color, but I'm pretty happy to take an open fire right here. It's kind of nice having absolutely no delay between packs. So we are drafting with AI. So every other drafter in this pod is just a robot that I believe is using MTGO draft data to do their picks. So it should be decent, but it is still AI. We've got a Puncturing Blow. Deals with the gods, which is very, very good in this format because, boy, do they kind of ruin the format a little bit when they're in a draft. So we can take the Puncturing Blow. We can take a Survivor's Encampment. I think we just take the Puncturing Blow. It's a more powerful card. Here we get a Beneath the Sands, which is Ramp, which will help us out if we do get into this base green deck. Beyond that, there's not much. There's actually stuff for the blue-red spells deck, but not the creatures, which is important. The Firebrand Archers, the 2/1 Prowess Afflict creature. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with just a Beneath the Sands here. Ooh, I do wish... Oh wait, these are sorted by CMC. Never mind me at all. Here we could take a Survivor's Encampment. Frontline Devastator is good if we do end up in red more so than green. Encampment, Frontline, Encampment, Frontline, Encampment, Frontline. Okay, let's take the Encampment. Let's really try to get into this 4 or 5 color deck. So if we are reddish as kind of a secondary color, we could take this Desert. The Deserts I never picked high enough, and that may be a reason why I didn't super like the format. Other than that, we're looking at a Sidewinder Naga, which I don't super want, and none of these are powerful enough, so let's take the Desert. We get a Green Desert, which I'm very happy with here. There's a Gift of Strength, but meh, so we'll take the Green Desert. Another Survivor's Encampment. Abandoned Sarcophagus doesn't do anything for us. Merciless Eternal is okay. I wouldn't mind playing that if we go 4 or 5 colors. Or do we want a Traveler's Amulet just to help us out? Let's take the Traveler's Amulet. It's pretty handy in this deck as well. Bitterbow Sharpshooter's totally fine. Totally fine. Feral Prowler, I guess? It blocks for a couple of turns at least. But of course, Blocking's not the best in this format because of Afflict. We are going to play literally none of these cards. Is there any way for us to drag these? Yeah, go to the Shadow Realm. Imaginary threats, Shadow Realm. No, Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. And Shadow Realm. Alright, so let's pack one. We got an Hour of Glory. We'll definitely take an Hour of Glory to splash in here. Other than that, we've got a Beneath the Sands. Sifter Worm's actually really good. Ooh, Sifter Worm is really good. Really, really, really good. I think we actually take Sifter Worm. Like, the removal's good, but... And this is my hesitance to play crazy 4 or 5 color decks, because it's just like, if you don't hit that Survivor's Encampment, if you don't hit that Ritualist, what do you do? What do you do? Whereas we can just ramp up to Sifter Worm. So let's take Sifter Worm. Champion of Wits, that I will happily splash for. Beyond that, we've got an Obelisk Spider, which is okay. Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Let's take the Champion. Not a ton here. Not a ton. So we could take a Sandwalla. We could take a Desert of the Fervent. Not feel an imminent doom. I'll tell you that much. I guess we just take the Desert. It looks like we might be green-red splash, as opposed to being wacky 4 or 5 colors. So let's take the Desert. I would love to get a Sand Strangler. Not seeing any, though. Hey, Frank, Sanity. I wish that worked. We've got Aronis' Stalwart, which is okay. Torment of Venom is probably the best card here. But again, we only have one Ritualist, and we're probably past the point of getting a second Ritualist. So I don't want to go too deep on that deck anymore. So let's take the Stalwart. Dunes of the Desert is a desert, I guess. We got Dream Stealer, which is not supremely exciting. Well then. This deck feels like it's falling apart a little bit, guys. Yuck. Not sold on that Desert. It's either that or Kindled Fury. What do we got for creatures? I really wish there was a creature count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. It's a touch low. Touch low. Yeah, I'm gonna go with... We have no way of sacking deserts either, because we didn't get any of the uncommon ones. Blech. Let's take the Kindled Fury, I guess. Okay. We got a Manalith. We got a Beneath the Sands. We got a Bitterbow. I think we might go Manalith. That'll help us splash some more. Yeah, let's take the Manalith. Solitary Camel. If we do just want to dive into this every color deck, which, you know what? We may as well, right? We may as well have some fun. Solitary Camel's the best card here anyways for us. If we do that, I guess there's another Traveler's Amulet, but let's take the Camel. We got a bunch of deserts, right? Sidewinder Naga helps keep us green, so let's take a Sidewinder. Dune Diviner. How wacky do we want to get? I guess real wacky? Let's take the Dune Diviner. Obelisk Spider. Well, if we want to try 5 colors. So 5 colors, we've got the Ritualist, we've got an Encampment, we got a Manalith, we got a Traveler's Amulet, we got a Beneath the Sands to help us. We've got 5 different ways of getting any color we want. So let's just go full on in 5 colors. Nothing here, though. Nothing's really going to make it. We can take the Sandwalla, but it really hopefully doesn't make our final deck. Ditto here. Nothing I want. I said nothing I want. Black Desert, no, I guess, but probably not going to main deck that one. Oh, last pick Beneath the Sands. Everything's great. And then, of course, the downside of this deck is you want to open those bombs. And Hour of Devastation had a wide range of utterly busted cards to utterly awful cards in the rare slot, and that's an utterly awful one. But we did get a Crocodile. Crocodile's real good. Gift of Paradise maybe will come back around. Oh, Decimator Beetle. Didn't even see it there for a second. Yeah, we're taking Decimator Beetle instead. Decimator Beetle is real good. In you go. Pyramid, I guess, sort of technically kind of works. Right? It's another way of getting any color that we want. We could take a Final Reward or a Blood Rage Brawler instead. There is a gift sitting here. It's so slow, though. It's so slow. So we're at 22 cards out of 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 18. So this would be card number 19. It's either that or... I don't know about Blood Rage Brawler. That's much more for an aggro deck, and we're not really the aggro deck here. I would not mind a gift. Let's take the Pyramid. Let's be full-on wacky. The time for proper drafting was a long time ago. This pack doesn't have much going on. We've got a Cartouche of Ambition, I guess, and we're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're up to 10 creatures, so I think we're fine to take the Cartouche of Ambition here. In you go. Here we've got a Splendid Agony. And that's about it. So we're actually more black, green, splash, red, blue, white. And we might even take out the white splash, because Solitaire Camel's not super worth splashing. Agony, 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 and you go. We got Cryptic Serpent, Shadow Storm Vizier. Ooh, Naga Vitalist. There we go. There we go. Ooh, that's a bad muscle memory. I clicked to reserve the card. Don't do that, guys. Luckily, that was the card we wanted. But be careful there. So we've got another Splendid Agony. I think that's just what we'll take. Yeah, in you go. So what are we at? 27. So we're at 23 right now. Well, Cartouche is decent, so maybe we take out the Camel and put in a Cartouche. Baleful Ommet. Hello. Looks like black is randomly open. Baleful Inn. There's the gift. Nothing here. We'll take Scarab Feast. Why not? Nothing here. Let's take a Dissenter. Let's take a Dissenter. Nothing here. Let's take a Sixth Sense. Nothing here. Let's take a Minotaur. And a Vizier. Cool. Alright. So, after drafting your final card, any cards that exceed your 4 times collection limit increase your vault progress. Cool. So, any cards that were more than 4, our vault progress went up. We're at 80.7 at the moment. Alright. So, they really do need to get your total cards to appear in this view. It doesn't appear. You have to click that to see that we have 42 cards. Are we at 17 lands? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We are at 7 lands. So we need a couple of cuts. We could arguably cut a forest, actually, and go down to 16 lands, because we do have Manolith, Ritualist, Vitalist. I feel like we could probably do 16 here. So let's get rid of a forest. And then let's get rid of... What is real mediocre? How many creatures are we at? Is there still no way of... There's still no way of counting that easily, eh? Alright, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. So I don't really want to cut another creature. So we maybe just cut the Pyramid? Like, that is super slow mana fixing. Or do we just cut Kindled Fury? Yeah, we cut Kindled Fury. What am I talking about? We cut the Kindled. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish sources of red. 7, 8, 9. We've got all the colors, right? Oh, boy. This could go real bad, so let's try it out. I think we're okay with this as it is. We don't want to go into white. It will just be 4-color dumb stuff. No reason for that Cursed Minotaur No reason for any of that. Our deserts are in there. Our deserts are not in there. Do we want the black deserts instead of the red deserts? Maybe we just want one of each. Because you do have to have the color of mana to cycle them. So let's cut a Desert of the Fervent and put in a Desert of the Glorified. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. We're done. Say some words for me because I don't know how this is going to go. So we're now going to play best of one matches with people who also drafted with AI bots. And it looks like we have our own limited ranking here. So who knows how good our opponent is. Probably very good if they jumped on Magic Arena the second this went live, is my assumption. We have Amulet, so we've got whatever color we want. We can ramp on turn 3. This is fine. This is fine. So we can Desert, and then we can Amulet, crack Amulet, get what we want, Beneath the Sands, ramp. So as long as we're not up against aggro, we should be okay. And this will be interesting. I'll get to play against a whole bunch of cards that I haven't played against in a long time because they aren't standard playable. Right, Steward of Solidarity. Sure. That is okay. We're going to drop an Amulet. And we're going to pass the turn. We might want to drop a creature instead of ramp. We'll have to see. This goes to battlefield, right? It does go to battlefield. No attack, so they're just going to make a dude? Sure thing. So what do we really want? We've got our green and our black. We may as well go and grab a red, I guess. May as well go grab a mountain. So Beneath the Sands will thin our deck by a little bit, better than Manalith. No reason for Sidewinder to come out just yet. We could Obelisk Spider if we really want to slow them down. So next turn we could have 5 mana available, so we could Spider and Stalwart. So yeah, let's ramp this turn. So let's Beneath the Sands, and we'll go and get our island. So we've got all of our colors. And pass the turn. They can exert, make a warrior, that's fine. No big deal. Draw a mountain. Sure, why not? Obelisk Spider. Oh, we don't have the green. We don't have the green. Right. So perhaps instead we Manalith, which wants to tap our green, which we're not going to do. We Manalith and Stalwart. Or actually we Manalith, and then Manalith can tap to drop the spider. So yeah, let's drop the spider here. Alright. The trick is going to be remembering what removal is in this format. There's Ambuscade. What white removal was there? Impeccable Timing? There's got to be something else, right? Even of Enduring Hope, I can block that. I can block that totally fine. Alright, we get a desert, which we'll cycle at some point because we're getting pretty full up on lands here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. So we can drop a Bitterbow. And then we can drop a Ronus of Stalwart. And pass the turn. I'm hoping this video won't be ridiculously long. I was thinking best of one matches would go relatively quick. But I guess if we're doing upwards of potentially 9 matches, this might have to be a 2-parter video. We'll see. When we get to like the hour and a half point, we might break this into 2. This probably will not be a regular video series. We'll have to think about that. But it will be something that I do on stream for sure. So we could Cartouche up the Bitterbow, kill a warrior, and then potentially attack in unimpeded. So let's do that. Let's Cartouche. Stop using my green mana so much. Let's Cartouche up the Bitterbow, dropping a counter on a warrior, which will then drain them for 1 because of the spider. And this is where the combat tricks are really going to get me. Like, can we attack in here? And this is, if I exert it, it becomes a 3/3 and can't be blocked by power. Right. So I might actually come in for some damage here. Exert them, come on in. So they can't be blocked by the warrior, they'd have to trade with the Aven. Bitterbow would have to be double blocked here, plus a combat trick. Impeccable timing, I guess, will kill Stalwart. Impeccable timing is Gideon's Reproach, right? Or is it Gideon's Reproach on... Ooh, hi. Well, if that trades with the Bitterbow, that's fine, and we're going to go to 26 off of it. Oh no, they're just going to eat the Stalwart. Sure. That is super okay with me. Super okay. Oh, there's a Sandblast in the format. Sandblast is here. Of course. Rutrow. They're pretty out of cards, though. We may as well cycle here. I don't think there's anything we can hit, but we can try, right? Well, Puncturing Blow will help us out a little bit. Sure, eat all my dudes. Eat all my dudes. We're going to have to Puncturing Blow that Aven, I think. Opponent's down to 2 cards. As long as they don't Sifter Worm me, we're in okay shape. Tenacious Hunter. Yuck. I don't want to put a -1/-1 counter on that anymore. I guess we Puncturing Blow the Hunter. So let's go red, blue, black. Puncturing Blow the Hunter. So that'll get rid of that. And then we can Cartouche up the spider and throw a counter, I guess, on the Aven, just to make it a bit smaller. So Cartouche on the spider, counter on the Aven, make it tiny, drain him for 1. And we're still playing to get to the Sifter Worm, I think. Whoa, no, don't attack. Alright, we're holding them off. I do fear any bombs coming our way, though. Oasis Ritualist, a little bit late, but sure. So let's drop a Sidewinder. And then let's just play out our hand. Drop the Ritualist. And pass the turn. We really got to hit that Sifter Worm or something, right? I guess Champion would do some work. Bitterbow, sure, that's fine. Splendid to Agony. I can kill some stuff. I could kill 2. I could kill their Steward. So what is this? Whenever you put 1 or more on a creature. So I actually get to drain them for 2 if I kill 2 things. It's instant speed, so we don't have to super concern ourselves on this. So this is a 4/2 trample at the moment. Alright, we're going to come in with Sidewinder Naga. See if we can get a couple of things dead. I would assume 2 warriors. And then we get in for 2. They're going to make a warrior. That's fine. Double block. So we could actually kill 3 warriors here. If we kill one of those warriors, put a counter on the other warrior. Yeah, let's do that. So let's spend Splendid Agony. Counter there. Counter there. We get to drain them for 2. We get to kill 3 warriors. We get to trample in for 3. Seems good. Sidewinder Naga just hung out over there for a good long while, eh? Alright, hey, Decimator Beetle. Dees. Down you go. And we'll throw a counter on the Ritualist, I suppose. And then come in with Naga. If we get to kill the Sharpshooters, cool. If we get to kill the Aven, cool. All cool. All cool. Alright, that is one dead Aven. They're going to go down to 13. Decimator Beetle's going to be real good. Real good. This deck's kind of dumb, to be honest. Sure, you got to know Catcher's Attendant. Alright. So, we could come in with Decimator Beetle, Splendid Agony, do some real stuff to them. Yeah, I want to see what they're going to block with. So we're going to come in with the Decimator Beetle. And we'll put a counter on, I guess, the Sharpshooters? Oh, target creature you control. Yeah, so remove a counter from that and put a counter on the Sharpshooters. And so we'll drain them for 1. Take them to 12. This spider's doing serious work here. Please don't sandblast me again. Good stuff. Ooh, just taking 4. Just taking 4. Okay. Down to 8. They're going to exert their steward. That's fine. Feral Prowler, sure, not a problem. So after attacks, we've got 3 counters that we can distribute. So let's, right now, go 1 and 1. So we drain them for another 2. We take them down to 6. So Decimator Beetle comes in. We get to jam a counter on, say, the Sharpshooters. They can block 2, 3, 4. They would have to block with their team, and they'd be in pretty bad shape. TBH. So that's what we're going to do, because we still have more bombs that we can draw through. We could also come in with Spider, because it's whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, and it's going to deal 2. Yeah, let's come in with Spider, because that's even more counters getting placed. Oh, I should take... Can I cancel this? I forgot that had a -1/-1 counter. So we want to kill the warrior so that it's dead. So then they only have 5 power with which to block. We get to take them to 5. And then if they block the spider with multiple creatures, we get to take them to 3. So we've got them in relatively bad shape. They're thinking. Ooh, farm is really bad. That's really bad. They're going to block with the attendant. Yeah, they're going to do the triple block. So we don't want them getting the attendant back just yet. So we're going to kill Bitterbow and the cat. And then pass the turn. Well, we got them to 5, but maybe we got a bit greedy there. They definitely have removal that I kind of stopped thinking about a bit. And now the flood. Now the flood. Make a dude, sure. Man, I should have killed that Steward of Solidarity at some point. But we still have Open Fire, we still have Sifter Worm, we still have Deserts that we can cycle. I wanted to cycle that. Yay, fun, great. Yeah, as I've said multiple times, if you think misclicking on MTGO is easy, misclicking on Magic Arena is ludicrously easy, and yeah, we're just flooding out. Just flooding out. Well, at least we've got like 11, 12 turns before we die in the air. I'm surprised they haven't marketed. Cartouche, sure. Significantly less turns. Please no land. It doesn't even draw me a card, but it gains me life, I guess. So we'll tap that and this mountain. Gain 3, haha. time walked him. We're down to 14 cards in our deck as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 5 lands left in our deck too. Hey, Sifterworm, there we go. Boop. I'm sure we've given them ample time to draw removal as well, unfortunately. So we get to scry 3, and then we get to gain life equal to the top card, which is going to be the champion. So that needs to go to the bottom. That... How many deserts do we have? We have... Boy, it is hard to see. We got 1 desert, we got 2 deserts, so we can gain 2 life a turn. Yeah, I think I'm fine having Dune Diviner there as well. But I do want to draw champion next. So we'll reveal champion, gain 3 life. Time walked him again. Pass the turn. Plus we got a 7/7 trample now. 1, 4, 5. They've got 5 power of blocks. Kind of want to know why they have a giant handful of cards though. If it was all lands, they would have... Oh, they don't have the blue. They don't have the blue for market. Oh, they're an approach deck. Well, ain't that a thing. So we need to kill them and kill them fast. Kill them and kill them fast. Let's play this champion. We'll get to draw Dune Diviner and something. And then we'll discard a land and a land, I guess. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have exactly enough to kill the Sifterworm. May as well come in. They'll get to draw a card. They'll get 1 closer to approach. That's fine. In with Sifter. Sure. So we'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We won't kill the cat. I'm not sure we win this. I'm not sure we win this. We took too much time in this stupid steward that we should have killed. Don't think we're going to do it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 lands left in the deck. Alright, alright. Let's drop the Dune Diviner. Pass the turn. They're going to get back their Oketra's Attendant. That's unfortunate. Also, this game has taken a ludicrously long time. Oketra's Attendant back. I think Embalm was interesting. It was one of the things that I actually disliked about the format. Because creatures that draw copies of themselves when they die is extraordinarily powerful. And I think that's why a lot of people like the set. The set is really high-powered and limited. And I don't like sets that are really high-powered and limited. I strongly prefer my sets to be kind of flat power curves. I like to play Magic. I don't like to play I drew my good cards. Beneath the Sands, though, that's going to get cycled. We no longer need blue. And I guess we can tap a black to cycle that. That's the thing. They switched which side the cycling is on when we wanted to cycle that desert. We cycle, we hit a land. Womp womp. I guess we're down to 8 cards. Sure, in with the champion, why not? Because then we can eternalize it. Or actually we can't because it's double blue and we tapped an island. Whoops. Oh well, I'm out of this game. We're done. We're done for this game because I don't have the lands, or I don't have the cards, I don't have the gas to draw anymore. They answered everything and they've got an approach coming up in 5 turns. Womp womp. We needed flyers or something. Sure, they found their island. Discard some lands, sure thing. 3 turns to approach. And I think we just lose. do believe we just lose. Baleful Amit. We can try to get back. They can block, though. We can't even get back in with that. So let's champion, I guess. Draw most of our deck. Pyramid, Vitalist. Yeah, none of this is useful. We just lose. We're going to deck ourselves, or they're just going to, like, they block. We lose. I'm out of this one, so we're going to call that a game. That sucked. Let's hope game 2 goes a little bit better, eh? Let's hope that game 2 goes a little bit better. We get 3 losses. We cast, we finished our quest for the day, so that's cool. Let's go to match 2 and hope that goes a little bit better. Opponent's deck just super matched up with us real well. Real well. I will say, when Dominaria is the draft next weekend, I'm going to draft the hell out of this. We got a Feral Prowler. We'll keep. Best of 1 mulliganing is basically the worst thing you can possibly do. They mulled. They don't think it's the worst, but they're probably not playing a janky multicolored deck. Or they are, because probably everybody's forcing that would be my guess. It's an island. We've got a Naga Vitalist. Gotta get that ramp. Blue-black. I'm intrigued. Riddle form. Interesting. Well, if we drop a desert, we've got Puncturing Blow online. So let's drop the desert. Let's bash in for 1. And let's drop a Prowler. Pass the turn. So we just got to find a swamp, and we got Agony online. Aerial Guide, yeah. Hey, there's the swamp. Perfect. Let's kill that Aerial Guide, because that's a bit of a problem. Target 1 creature, submit. 2 counters. There we go. And let's bash in for 2. Cat and snake beats, I guess. Alright, we need basically no more lands ever. Of course, that's not what our deck is going to do for us. They're going to cast a spell to enable Riddle Form, so I'm just coming in with the Prowler. If they want to let us draw a card, I'm fine with that. Sorcery speed, eh? Ooh, they didn't cast a spell. Aven Reedstalker, sure. It's not the worst. Not sure why they didn't cast that and block the Prowler, but whatevs. Taken 2. Down to 18. And a pass of the turn, eh? Pass of the turn. So we don't really need Beneath the Sands. We've got all the mana we could ever hope for. Do we want to cycle it now and see what we can get? Let's come in with the Prowler. See if we can have it die. Prowler in. Come on. Cast a spell. Enable Riddle Form. You know you want to. Ah, they're going to cycle, which is going to untap target permanent. So they're going to untap the Aven Reedstalker. Okay, okay. I see your plan. I see it. And they're going to block. Let's cycle this Beneath the Sands. Let's tap the mana that we want to tap to cycle this Beneath the Sands. That's not it. So they're just going to bounce off each other. And then do we want to Puncturing Blow the Reedstalker? I don't think it's a huge threat just yet, so let's pass the turn. Well, they were stuck on 4. They're up to 5 now. That is Scarab God mana. Well, we'll Puncturing Blow that. Easy peasy Puncturing Blow. Puncturing Blow. Bash in for 1. And we need to draw no more lands. No more lands. Fortunately, our opponent has Scry on command, which is pretty good. Go into attacks. We're going to get 2 to go down to 14. And Splendid Agony is pretty good. So let's drop the encampment. Come in with both. We no longer need this guy, right? And if we can try to sneak out a block from the Riddle form or something, we might get there. We could make it a 1-1. Nope, they're just going to take 2. That's fine. We are back to winning the race. No, we're currently losing the 2 damage a turn race. Why aren't they scrying? Alright, come at me for 2. That's fine. We're not going to Splendid Agony just yet. I would much rather see a better target here. What you got? What you got? I'll be happy if we don't see one of the gods in this matchup. Ooh, that is a perfect target. We couldn't have asked for more. 1 to that, 1 to that. Dead Screecher, Reed Stalker's no longer a problem. Hey, Champion of Wits, perfect. Always tapping my forests. Why? Wait, do you have a 2-mana counter? What counter spell is there? Accept my spell. Okay, they're going to cycle Countervailing Winds. Sure. We're going to draw 2. We're going to discard a, I guess a desert and a swamp, because Bitterbow is real good. So Bitterbow we can cast without anything, so we'll bash in for 2. Take him to 11, drop Bitterbow. That's going to stop the Reed Stalker. And we're in really good shape. They do have a mitt full of cards, though. And for some reason aren't scrying. Maybe they forgot they can scry with that. Pitiless Vizier. Okay. Could be a bit of a pain. We probably just jam the champion into it, though. Because then we get to eternalize it, right? Yeah, let's jam in the champion. No point in jamming in the cat. It'll just bounce off the Reed Stalker. If it trades with Vizier, cool. If the Vizier gets indestructible and kills it, also 100% cool. Well, they're looking at lands. Yeah, they got the cycle. Sure thing. Indestructible. I get to draw a whole great big bunch of cards. Whole great big bunch. I would like to choose my mana. So colorless, so that's 1, blue, blue. And now how much more do we need? We need 4 more. Green, green, black, red. Champion, eternalized. So we'll draw 4. We will discard 2. That will be a Dune Diviner. And Oasis Ritualist honestly isn't doing much here, but probably correct to just discard the Mountain. And then we can drop a Stalwart and pass the turn. And we are in super good shape now. Yeah, you get muted. You get muted. I was actively doing stuff, so you're muted now. Striped Riverwinder. Okay. 5/5 hexproof is actually going to be really annoying. So much so that I'm not sure what we do about that anymore. Well, 2 or less. Yeah. I don't know what we can do now. So let's drop a Baleful Ommet. Let's throw a counter on the Prowler. Blech. I guess we come in for 8. I guess we just smash face next turn, right? Attack with team next turn. They're going to take some amount of damage, and hopefully we can finish them off. They've got 3 blockers, so it would be block, block, block. They'd be taking 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. 6, 7, 8. Not enough, but we would get to hopefully kill something, maybe? Okay, it's an Apocalypse Demon. That's a problem. Flying in for 1. Wait, why didn't I block? Because I forgot I had reach. Let's drop the Riverwinder. Blarg. Pass the turn, I guess. I need to remember that I have reach. So what is reach here? Is reach the stupid tail thing? Why is it a... I guess it's like a vine? Oh, that is a stupid icon for reach. Right, they had to sack a creature to Apocalypse Demon. So we'll probably have to throw sharpshooters in front of the demon and then open fire to kill it. Or do we just win next turn? So we take 6 here. They've got 2 blockers. They block, block. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I think we just come in with team next turn. No, that's so risky. That's so risky. No, let's block the demon. Block the demon, open fire it at the end of turn. Kapow. Kapow? Kapow? They'll have to discard 2 cards in order to make that live. They've got 2 blockers. It dies. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, you bet we're gonna cycle that. So we no longer need blue. So let's cycle that. Oh my god, okay. So the last update, they switched which side was cycling and which side was not cycling. And it's a problem. So this is power 2 or less. So we come in with team. And they block, 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 assuming they can trigger Riddle Form. So they take 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't die. So I think we just pass the turn. Oh, that sucked. It's twice now that we've done that. Cycling is on the opposite side now. Cycling on the opposite side. Remember that. Supreme Will, sure. Dig, dig, dig. Turn on Riddle Form, sure thing. What'd you find? Man, we just can't finish games with this deck. Coming in for 3? Sure. That's 1 less potential blocker you've got. Ooh, okay, Cartouche is gonna do some stuff here. So we can Cartouche up the champion, throw a counter on the Vizier. And then we're gaining 9 life. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cartouche up the Vizier. Or, Cartouche up the champion. Counter on the Vizier. And then I think we just come in with team, because we're going to go up to 17 life. Cartouche up the Vizier, counter on the, or Cartouche up the champion, counter on the Vizier. And then we just bash with team. We leave back that. Yeah, in with team. I'm totally fine gaining 9 life. I guess unsummon hurts a bit, but we'd still go up to 12 life. They're going to cycle. Okay. Vizier's indestructible. That's fine. So they're going to chump there. They're going to eat that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're going to go to 2. They're going to go to 2. We're going to go to 18. 17. Sorry. Math is hard. And we're in really good shape. We just need 2 creatures to come through. And they can't attack. And we've got good stuff left. We've got Beetle left. We've got Sifter Worm left. We've got the Spider left. We've got another Splendid Agony left. No, we've used both. Hey, there we go. We won. We won. We're up a match. We're 1-1. Cool, cool, cool. 1-1 at the 50-minute mark. Let's play one more. And then I might have to think about breaking the video up. You can see why this would work a lot better on stream than in videos. The videos could potentially end up ludicrously long. It's dumb, but I'll keep it. Turn 1 Pyramid, turn 2 Vitalist. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. This is such a dumb deck. I'm surprised we won a match. Forest, Pyramid, go. All we gotta do now is top deck an island. You know, like they just did. Do they have a 1-drop? What blue 1-drops were there? Not many. Beneath the Sands, cool, that's very nifty. Drop the Vitalist, pass the turn. Cycler Riverwinder, sure, because I would have trouble dealing with that. Alright, alright, alright. Let's drop a land. So we've got 4 mana. We could just drop the champion now. We could also Beneath the Sands to go get the land that we want. Let's champion. Let's make a blue. Champion. Draw 2. Discard a forest or an encampment. Discard a forest. And, well... Discard the encampment and the stalwart. Because we get a beetle next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Beetle will be real good. Alright, mono blue, eh? Aerial Guide, sure, not a problem. Drop the forest, drop the beetle, drop a counter on the Vitalist, and offer a trade. Yeah, let's just offer a trade. Didn't take it. They don't want to give me 4 cards. Good call. Crypt of the Eternals. Somebody opened a Nicol Bolas. Oh, hey. Well, now we just lose. Because Kefnit's Last Word is really good. Let's Gift of Paradise up this forest. Okay, this is not fun. Alright, tap those 3 so that we know which one we want to enchant. We want to enchant that one. And so now we've got 3 mana available. We could Beneath the Sands. But them stealing that beetle probably just ends this game, I think. So, yeah. Do we want to cycle instead? No, let's Beneath the Sands. Go and get a mountain because we need to hit Puncturing Blow. It's the only way we kind of live here. Whew. Kefnit's Last Word. Really, really, really good. Again, some rares are ludicrous. 4 mana Mind Control. Who even cares that you take a turn off, right? Another Beneath the Sands is not what I'm looking for here. So we'll bash in for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 mana available. I think we cycle. Remember, the cycle one is on the right. And all we do is we hit a land. Fun. So let's cycle the land. And cycling's on the left. Cycling needs to be on one side or the other consistently. It's a massive problem. Second crypt, okay. There's a lot of consistency issues that they need to work on with Magic Arena. The lands need to not jump around. The choices need to always be on the same side, because muscle memory is a real thing. I wanted to activate Pyramid, but sure, thanks. Let's Sifter Worm. Not that it matters, because they've got an Afflict creature now. I guess we show them Splendid Agony. Cool. Set a stop on their end step so that I can actually... No, I can't do that because I don't have the mana. Sure thing. Sifter Worm's going to drop down to a 6/6. Wait, what's the trick here? Qu'est-ce que c'est le trick? What's the trick? I guess I take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I take 2. It's my favorite mechanic. The mechanic that ruined this block. Afflict is something that never needs to come back ever. Oh boy. Mono blue getting there. I assume they're splashing for good black and red stuff. I'd really like to do better than 1 and 3 in this first event, but get what you get, I suppose. So we're dead if we don't find an answer, so we have to cycle. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would not have mana left to do anything. Wait. Weren't we drawing... What milled us? Wait, what milled us? Oh, they milled us. Wow. That's a narrow use of that worked. Yep, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Oh boy, we lost again due to the cycling thing. Wow. 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 Love an arena. Love an arena. But those consistency things absolutely have to be fixed. ASAP. ASAP. So if we lose here, we are out. We are out. And that is not a keep because we do need a green. So mull that. I don't think time has made me like this format anymore. We can keep that. That's fine. We don't need to land on top. We're going to ramp hard. See? Cycling on the right. Playing it on the left. But I know you guys saw that time where cycling was on the left. Playing was on the right. And I know why it's happening. It has to do with the fact that when you can't play a land, it puts the viable option on the left, but that is dumb because muscle memory is a thing that you need to account for. So we're going to get an Obelisk Spider on 3, or we could just ramp Trespasser's Curse. Okay. Yeah, let's drop a Manolith then. Pass the turn. You want to curse me from playing creatures? Then I'll play creatures that really, really, really matter. Grizzly Survivor. Sure. So whenever it's cycle +2/+0? Not a big problem. Not a big problem. We will drop the spider, I guess. And they can drain. That's fine. We won't block that Survivor, just in case of Cycle discards. I'm doing everything in my my power to not immediately open Twitter and tweet to Magic Arena how badly the cycling thing needs to be fixed. Well, no blocks. I'm not letting the spider die. Not when it's our only creature. You gonna cycle anyways? Just to get in that extra damage? Sure, cycle your Titan. I'll take 4. That is fine. Sidewinder Naga, you say? So we've got 6 mana, so we could drop the Naga. Yeah, let's drop the Naga. Hold up black. Drop the Naga, they can drain us for 1. And then I guess we bash in with Spider. May as well do a damage to them. And then we can always block with the Naga here. A Braid. Well, I guess we're not blocking with it now. I've enjoyed this deck, I will say. I've enjoyed it. I'd like to draft it again, but we'll see. Yeah, show me. No, just 2? Sure. Alright, alright. Champion, cool. But then we have to discard. We've got very good cards. We don't want to discard those. What to do? What to do? Boop, boop, boop. Drop the champion. Always loot. And pitch 2 lands. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. No attacks. No attacks because if they make this a 4-3, we can Splendid Agony, make it a 2-1. Spider kills it. We end up draining them for 3. Seems good. Yeah. That's a dead champion. Yep, I'm gonna block. Take a counter. Come on, play a creature for me to Agony. Another survivor? Sure, we will Splendid Agony both. Drain them for 2. We'll go back up to 12. We get to kill one of those survivors. Cool, 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 cool. Drop the encampment, and let's eternalize a champion. Draw 4. Ooh, those are good cards. Pitch those, and pass the turn. And Decimator Beetle is going to really get us back into this. Nibble Kenra, sure. Not the biggest of deals. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available. 7 mana available. So let's come in with the champion. In with the champion. They're gonna block, sure. Tricks? No tricks. So we'll drop the beetle. We'll put a counter on itself. So they're gonna drain me, but I'm gonna drain them. And then we'll drop a Traveler's Amulet and pass the turn. Alright, we're in super good shape now. And Glorybringer. Alright, no Glorybringer. We're good. So, stop on their end step, because I want to activate the amulet. Attacking me? take one. I'm not an idiot, you know. +3/+1? Sure. That's a lot of damage. That's 5 damage coming at us. It's fine, though. We get to gain some. So let's crack this amulet. Go and get a mountain, I guess. My turn. We're going to drop that. There's not much haste in the format, right? So let's come in with team. In with team. Let's take a counter off the beetle, put it on the Kenra, drain them for 1. Come in for 9, take him to 10. Drop a Ronus's Stalwart. And then we've got Splendid Agony up. And they're at 1 card, so I think we're in really good shape here. They got a land. They got no attacks. We may as well kill the Kenra. Drain him for 1, take him to 10, and then we've actually got them just dead here. Got them just dead. Alright. Alright, we're 2 and 2. 2 and 2. So we are still on that bubble of 1 loss and we're just done. But we're sitting at 200 gems and a pack. So we paid 750. We've got 200 coming back, so we've paid 550. Not the worst. Not the worst. It's kind of wild how hot my computer gets while playing Magic Arena 2. And people say Magic Online uses resources. Alright, opponent. You keeping? You mulling? You're taking a while. You're looking at your cards. Do we not get to know if they capped or not? We don't. We don't get to know. Oh boy. We have a Prowler. And we could cycle a Desert. I will keep, but this is a hand where we could just lose. It looks like they did keep. Black Desert is cool. Can't play Deserts though because we need the Prowler up. So let's get the Prowler up. We'll start playing Deserts next turn. We'll play the black one so we can get Obelisk Spider up. And then we'll have Splendid Agony online. Opponent said oops. Oh, did they keep a 2-lander? Ruh-roh. Yeah, Desert of the Glorified. Okay, cycling on the right. Play it on the left. Play it on the left. Not that we could cycle it anyways. Yeah, let's come in for 1. Let's see if opponent gets their land here. Ah, they got a land. Alright, they're back in it. And it looks like they're blue-red, which is arguably the best deck in the format. Kenra Scrapper. Yup, that is annoying to deal with. So, becomes a 4/3, and it has Menace. My god. Yeah. We're going to drop a Spider. And we're going to pass the turn. So it would kill my Spider. So we'll just have to let it hit us for 4. We'll have Splendid Agony online next turn. So they're thinking about what to do. Boy, 4/3 Menace for 3. Ugh. There's a lot of examples of why I'm not a fan of this format. That's another one. Afflict 2 is real gross. Alright, I assume they're going to exert here. We would get to double block and kill it, but they would take down my Spider. So I think we just take 4 instead. Just take 4. And then we'll pass the turn. Or no, we can actually play the Stalwart, and we'll pass the turn with Splendid Agony up. So we get to drain 2 life back if we double target, or if we target 2 things. But I think this will be a bit of an uphill battle, because we want to block, and we're not allowed. Okay, this is big. Oh, it's just a 3/4. That is fine. Super fine. Won't even be any attacks here, I don't think. Unless they have a Fervent Strike in hand. They must have a Fervent Strike in hand. So, if we go block, block, we can throw a counter on that. Actually, we just get to kill it anyways, right? It's 2? Yeah, let's go with the double block. They have Fervent Strike, so it's going to be a 4/3 first striker. Oh, they aren't? We got Afflicted. Yeah, they have, or Kindled Fury, not Fervent Strike. It's the same card. So it's going to be a 4/3. Do we know the order? How can we tell order? I really would like to know order. Anyways, I'm going to assume they're killing the spider, so let's make them not kill the spider. Throw a counter on Scrapper. We get to throw another counter on it. Yeah, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. I guess we're dropping the desert. Or we could just kill the hyena pack. Or just drop Bitterbow. Let's drop Bitterbow. Drop Bitterbow, play the land. And no attacks. Alright, we've killed some scary stuff. We've gained some life. We're back to evenish. My voice is starting to go. Tragic Lesson, which doesn't have the flavor text about the bird gurgles. So they've got an island that they return to hand. Bloodwater Entity, bit of a problem. Bringing back, I guess, Tragic Lesson? Yep. Or going on top, rather. So we could always Puncturing Blow the Bloodwater, or we just Cartouche. Let's just Cartouche. So we can Cartouche Bitterbow, giving us a 5/5. But we then can't quite come in with it. So let's go black, red, green. Cartouche the Sharpshooters. Throw a counter on the Bloodwater. They have exactly enough to kill Bitterbow. But we would kill a portion of their team, but not all. So we will just pass the turn. Now we've got Puncturing Blow for next turn. Tragic Lessons in hand. 3 cards. They're going to heavily outdraw us here. Thorned Moloch, so it's 2/2. It's got first strike when it's attacking. So 2/2 first strike prowess. Pretty good. And another one. Sure thing. That makes no sense because this has reach. Well, no, this has reach. Yeah, there needs to be a graphic to remind you of reach. So we'll drop a Baleful Omet here. Throw a counter on Prowler, which will drain them again. Take them down to 15. We go up to 18. So Bitterbow comes in, still just dies. So we will pass the turn. We might have to just Puncturing Blow a Hyena pack. Tragic Lesson, Prowess, Prowess, Sure, Sure. That is a full hand of cards again. Chooses not to play their island, letting me know information about their hand. I guess it's hard to keep track of what is revealed to your opponent. They almost came in with team. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. So we can drop a Naga Vitalist, which we will do. And then we can Puncturing below the Hyena Pack, because nothing else is really threatening here. We could come in with Bitter Bow, we'd get to kill an awful lot of their team. I guess if they have a spell, then we do. Actually, yeah, we only get to kill one Moloch there. Well, let's go to combat. Come in with Amit? Let's come in with the Amit, see what happens. If we get to kill a Moloch for it, sure, we go up to 22 life, we got a creature off their board. If we trade with a Hyena Pack, cool. We're no longer worried about using Puncturing Blow on it. Making them think. Alright, they just trade. Cool, we're up to 22, things are fine. No need to Puncturing Blow any of that. I'm going to hold the Puncturing Blow for the Locust God if it shows up. Which I actually can't remember the power of, but I assume it dies to 5 power. You're Puncturing Blowing my Bitter Bow. Well, that sucks a lot. A lot. Crap. Okay. We are now in significantly worse shape. We've still got Decimator Beetle. We still got Sifter Worm. We have things. They are coming in. Oop. Not coming in. Coming in. Coming in exerted, I assume. So that's going to be a 3-2. So we're going to block a Moloch. Get to draw a card. And then I think we just force them to show us a trick. Show me that trick. Boop, boop. We get to draw a card. Cool. We can cycle that. Right. So my turn is a broken button when dealing with first strike. Alright, so we get to put a counter on it. They get to kill that. Cool. We're not going to cycle that because we may want to just use it to get a island for champion. Another Moloch. Okay. Well, we get to open fire a Moloch. So let's Beneath the Sands and get our island. Beneath the Sands. Grab an island. And then we will pass the turn holding up open fire. I guess we could actually have dropped the champion, but eh. Yeah, they are full on the really good prowess deck. Full on the real good version. Alright, we're gonna block one of these. We get to put a counter on it, we get to drain them a life. We get to blow up their Spellweaver. And we're still in decent shape. We just gotta draw stuff. So let's draw stuff. Let's draw with Champion of Wits. We'll discard probably Traveler's Amulet and something, depending on what we draw. Land and a Mana Lith, eh? Well, land's going, and I guess Amulet's going? Amulet's going. And we will attack in with the Vitalist. And pass the turn. Alright, we're in okay shape. Okay shape. And they are out of spells, I think. So let's tap for some mana and get ourselves a Manalith. Let's attack in with the champion since they're out of spells. If we get to trade, cool. We don't, that's fine. Holding the Puncturing Blow for something really scary. The Molochs are not a big threat at the moment. So we're going to come in with the champion again. Take him to 9. Let's cycle the Beneath the Sands. Cycle on the right this time. Drawing a Sifter Worm, which we can cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can cast Sifterworm. Sifterworm cast. Dune Diviner on top. We'll get rid of the forest and the forest. Do we want the Dune Diviner? Not really. Let's go blind. Revealed card is Splendid Agony. Perfect. I think we win. Took a while, but I think we win this one. Oof. That's a big boy. We can Puncturing Blow it, though. Not a problem. Red, red, colorless, blue. Puncturing Blow the Titan. It doesn't have prowess, does it? No. Puncturing Blow the Titan. Combat, attacks. These two coming in for lethal, and they're saying good game. Good game. You know, if it's a good game, you could concede. So they're blocking there, so we may as well go Splendid. No point in going Splendid Agony. Actually, yeah, we could have just won there. We could have just won there. But if they play a creature, we win as well. Or actually, no, we can target our own creatures. Yeah, we win. We're 3 and 2. We're 3 and 2. Slowly climbing. Slowly climbing back from those 2 losses. So we are now at 300 gems and some number of boosters. So we have paid 450 gems for this. Trying to get there. Trying to get there. 4 and 2 would be okay. I'd be okay with 4 and 2. Or I guess, yeah, 4 and 3 would be when we lose. Anyways, yeah, these leagues are long. So like I said, I don't think I'll do many videos of full draft leagues. Just because the videos are very, very long. Oh, interesting. We're going first. We can't keep this. If one of these was a forest, this would be incredible. Crud. Yeah, we can't keep that one. Well, we can cycle the desert. We can cycle the desert. We're on the play, though. So turn 1, we play a swamp. Draw nothing. Turn 2, we'd play a Survivor's Encampment. Oh, boy. I wish I remembered how many forests we had in our deck. I don't think it's that many. We could also hit Manalith. We could hit Traveler's Amulet. It's too risky. That's too risky. Too risky. Come on, opponent. Mull with me. Mull with me. Yeah, they mull with me. Oh, boy. Yep. Mulligan. This is how we lose. This is how we lose. Hey, that... I mean, it's not the worst. It's also not the best, but okay. Nope, you need to go away. Well, we can cycle you, though. Yuck. Nope. No, no, we have to hit a land, so you need to go away. So we'll drop her desert, pass the turn. We'll drop our swamp, pass the turn. If we hit a forest, everything's great, and we can drop a Feral Prowler. Not a forest, but is a land. So let's drop that. So we got Amit online. It's going to have to be a 3-2, though, which is mediocre. And opponent is off to the races. Ooh. A desert, you say? Yeah, we need to play our cards. So let's drop the Amit. Counter on itself, unfortunately. I wish it was Amit of the Eternal, because that one is busted. That's a card where Wizards didn't quite understand that -1/-1 counters aren't that much of a downside, and a 5/5 shouldn't be 3 mana. Okay, okay. Moaning Wall. Interesting. So they're definitely trying to get to the late game. But it also means we're gonna get to gain some life here. So let's gain some life, shall we? Life gained. Land for turn. Oh, yay. Well. Well. Now we're boned. We're going to get significantly card advantaged out, card qualitied out. So let's drop that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more lands for Sifter. So let's drop our buddy Feral Prowler here and pass the turn. Womp womp. For anybody interested, I will be doing a big long stream on Sunday where I will play maybe one more Arrow Devastation draft. We'll have to see. Time has not softened my view of the format. Sidewinder Naga, sure, that is okay. If we can get Vizier down, we're in better shape. But then being able to cast creatures off the top is going to be a little bit hard to come back from. I'm not sure if we have any way of getting rid of it, though. We need to hit a mountain and whatchamadoodle. Ooh. I feel like they've got a Splendid Agony up. So I'm not super wanting to double block here. If they Splendid Agony, we only get to deal 2 and they get to kill both things. No, let's just have the cat die. We get to draw a card. Is it a good one? It is not. But we get a Sifter Worm soon. I guess we have to be afraid of a final reward at some point as well. Ooh, Oasis Ritualist, cool. Down you go. And then we'll pass the turn. Alright, Sifter Worm might get us back into this. And hopefully get to choose some good cards, gain some life, have a 7/7 down. Let's see what they've got. Oh, another really good rare. Sure. Why not? Beef up your Sidewinder Naga. Yeah. It's going to be a 5/4. So that's fun. Ooh, we might throw the Ritualist and Amit in front. Ooh, Vizier coming in. Vizier coming in. So they must have Splendid Agony in hand, right? You know what? Screw it. Show me the Splendid Agony. Show me the Splendid Agony. We don't need the Ritualist. We've got 7 mana. I'm going to need you to show me that card. Gift of Strength. That's a card I forgot that existed. So, goodbye creatures. So we're going to take 2. We're going to go to 20. They're down to 1 card, I guess, is a positive outlook on things. It's Sifter Worm time. Show me 3 good cards on top. Preferably like a 5-drop as one of them. Give me Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Don't give me 3 lands, though. Uh-huh. And we don't even have blue. We don't even have blue, so Champion doesn't do anything. I guess we can Traveler's Amulet into Champion. Or no, we can Gift of Paradise next turn. We don't have any cards to discard, though. Let's show him the Champion of Wits. Gain 3, go to 23, pass the turn. Hopefully we've held off their attacks a bit with the Sifter Worm. Final reward's gonna Really, really hurt though. So we Gift of Paradise. We don't play the whatchamadoodle. Following turn we play it. Keep the best card, I guess. Oh, you just want this to come back? I'll take 2. No problem taking 2. What is the Eternalize? 4 green green? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So down comes the champion. So they have exactly enough to kill the Sifter Worm. But we would get some pretty important creatures off their board. Not worth it. So yeah, we're going to throw a Gift of Paradise onto a forest. And I guess we could play the champion and not loot, and then we've got just like a really good chump blocker because we would get to replay it. They've got a single card. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. How much do they care about their Vizier? It's probably not as worthwhile anymore. Oh, and we know what's on. Why do we know what's on top? We don't. It's a bug. Do we want to champion here? Blech. You know what? It stops them from attacking, so let's champion here. Champion here, and I won't loot. Take no action. Take no action. Decline. Pass the turn. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Tricky getting through this one. We really want Puncturing Blow for the Kenra to exile it. Manalith, sure, that's fine. No problemo. Coming in for 2? You betcha. Fine by me. If I could top deck a Splendid Agony, it'd be great. Come in with Sifter Worm, have -2/-2 on tap. Dune Diviner, you say. Do we just want to come in? We'd get to kill Vizier, we'd get to kill Sidewinder. Champion just bumps into Moaning Wall. No, we've got time. Because we've got Dune Diviner. We can just gain life. They can hit us for 2, we can gain 2. So we are not currently losing any life here. Still not sure how we get back into this. Attacks, come on in for 2. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Taken 2. Damage. Alright, so let's tap a land. And tap a desert. Gain a life. This is going to take forever. Tap a land. Tap a desert. Gain a life. It's as though that turn didn't happen. And we hit a forest. Hurrah. Alright, let's see if they're willing to let me loot here. In for 2. What you gonna do about it? You're gonna block with your Moaning Wall, I bet. Yep, that's what they're gonna do. That is fine. And we'll pass the turn. Really want that puncturing blow. Even open fire would be fine. We could kill the Naga, and then Sifter Worm gets to come in, no problem. Come at me for 2. That's fine, no blocks. Damage. Tap for 2 mana. Tap for 2 blue, I guess. Let's tap a desert. Submit. Let's tap a desert. Let's tap a desert. Cool. That turn didn't happen. Feel like it's going to be that for a good long while. Obelisk Spider. Well, that's nifty. Black, green, red. Obelisk Spider. And we'll pass the turn. So when this comes back, it's going to give something +4/+4 until end of turn. So it's actually not that big of a deal. They'll have a 4/4 on board at that point, but it's not the worst thing to happen, right? I'm just not sure how we get out of this game. Why do we have 24? Have we really drawn that many extra cards? We didn't draw off that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 40. They're playing like a 47 card deck. So when this dies, you put counters on a creature? Right. Not a big deal. They are playing a 47 card deck. Okay. Okay. I guess that's one way of doing it. So what's the comeback on this? 6? Yeah, I'll take 2. I've got no problem with that. We get to keep gaining 2. Down to 20. I'm sure this is riveting gameplay for everybody. Tap a desert. Submit. I will tell you, if we lose to a 47 card deck, I'm going to be less than happy. Come on. Come on. Let me gain a life. Come on. Gained a life. Hurrah. Gain another one. Hurrah. Splendid agony. Splendid. Alright. Alright. I think I'm willing to come in with Sifter Worm now. In with the Sifter. In with the champion. Because we've got all kinds of life. We've got time to spare. You're going to block there, so you're probably going to throw counters on the Sifter Worm. I get you. I get you. So your wall's going to die. Actually, we don't even have to kill the Soul Stinger here. We just deal 7 to the wall. In fact, we can't even kill the Soul Stinger here. What a weird attack, or what a weird block. What a weird, weird block. Cool. So that happened, I guess. Pass the turn. Alright, alright, okay, sure. So we can kill that Sidewinder Naga if we want. We'll probably do it in combat, though, with the Sifter Worm again. I wonder if maybe they meant to block the champion with the wall and that with the worm. I'm not sure. Not sure. I may have to end this video at some point and just kind of do a recap of the final matches. Don't know if I want a 2+ hour video. Alright, opponent, what you gonna do? I wonder how many lands they put in. Driven. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Sure, that's fine. Worse things have happened to me. And what's driven? The Kenra? Oh, everything. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample. And gain that. Right. And they're not aftermathing it. Interesting. They're not giving everything menace as well. Intriguing. Well, we're going to do some blocks. We are going to block your Naga Vitalist, and it's going to die. And you know what? At this point, I'm pretty okay blocking your Resilient Kenra. So I'll take 2, and you can draw a card. Be my guest. Be my guest. Alright, so we're going to drain them for 1. They're going to draw a card. We need to remember to activate Dune Diviner. Resolves, draw yourself a card. Their Their Kenra could be a small threat next turn, but I'm not super worried about it. Naga Vitalist back again. Sure thing. They're about to use a timeout. That is a timeout used. Another Naga Vitalist. Was that just ripped off the top? Holy moly. Must be nice. Alright. This is go to end of turn, right? Go to end of turn. My turn. Alright, so let's tap for 2. Let's gain some life. Gain 1. Man, I feel bad. We might actually win off of timing them out on Dune Diviner triggers. Tap for another one. We go up to 23. So we're up a life. Beneath the Sands. We may as well cycle that, see what we can get our hands on. Did not want to tap that land, but thanks, Magic Arena. We get a Survivor's Encampment. We'll play it. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to come in with Sifter Worm. And Champion, for that matter. In and in. Then we get to Splendid Agony, we get to drain him for 2, we get to probably kill a number of things here. And Kenra's not going to be a threat next turn, because I can take a bunch of damage. Okay, you're going to let me draw. Nice. How nice of you. And you're going to chump there and take 5? Wow. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, time to blow them out, I guess. Let's deal 4, 5, 6. And let's Splendid Agony. Black, colorless, green. Splendid Agony. Do we just want to double Splendid Agony the Naga? Seems the safest route. If we Splendid, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only need 2 toughness boost. So yeah, let's double Splendid Agony that. We'll only get to drain them for 1, not for 2. But we get to pull 3 damage out of this transaction rather than 2 damage out. Alright, counter down, drain him for 1. Damage. Do they have a Gift of Strength online? We still get to kill the Vizier if they have Gift of Strength. Gets indestructible. Sure. Sure thing. So it lives a turn, but not a big deal. Pass the turn. So we're still in pretty good shape here. The Kenra coming back is going to be a little bit annoying. But we get to Eternalize a Champion, draw 4, discard 2. So we are fine. They've got a Despair that we'll have to remember, but again, it's not a big deal. Sixth Sense, sure. So it's a 2/3, so we can just block with Spider if we want to. And it's whenever it deals damage to a player. Yeah, you're not going to draw a card. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Also, it's a 1/1 now. End of combat. So they're not bringing their Kenra back. Interesting. Interesting. They kind of need to bring it back. They're not bringing it back, so we get to come in with Sifter Worm without a problem. I think we've got this game here. So we'll gain a life. We'll gain a life. We will drop a Champion of Wits. So let's go blue, blue. Blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's leave those deserts up. Eternalize that. Draw some cards. Discard a forest and a pyramid. Because what are those doing for us? We've got 3 mana available, so we can cartouche up the Sifter Worm, drop a counter on the Vizier, drain him for 1, and then come in for 8. Come in for 8. So they're going to take 5, they're going to go to 8, we're going to gain 8. Ooh, they're not going to block, they're going to go to 5. And we're in good shape. So I don't think we're out of this league just yet. I wasn't sure what to think when this game started. However long ago it started. Resilient Kenra coming back. Sure. Not a problem. Not a problem. Land for turn. Despair? Sure. Don't care. You're gonna 7 me? I'm at 36. I super don't care. I have to discard a card? Oh, right, that's the despair part. Oh, that's a pain. I should have actually blocked. Oh well. We're in super good shape. We've got them dead, in fact. Torment of Scarabs? Yeah, I'll lose 3. You got it. Lose 3. And team ya. And that's game. Once they hit. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. All right, we're 4-2. We are 4-2. We're climbing up towards copper level 4. So at 4-2, we are sitting at 450 gems. We paid 750. We only paid 300 for this deck so far. Plus, remember, we get to keep all the cards as well. So the next win gets us almost close to breaking even. So let's play one more round, and then I'll think about whether or not I need to end this video, because it's at 1 hour and 48 minutes at this point in time. So that's a thing. That is a thing. Well, these certainly aren't quick drafts in comparison to MTGO, that's for sure. This works. This works well. As long as our opponent isn't crazy aggro, this is fine. We'll drop a desert into a forest. If we get lucky, we hit a 2-drop. Otherwise, we get a Dune Diviner if we find ourselves needing to block. We get a Gift of Paradise if we want to gain some life. We got a Manalith. We got the options. In fact, I think we Manalith? We Manalith on 3 so that we have potentially 5 on the next turn. 3 of which is used for a gift on one of the 2 untapped lands, putting us back up to 3 mana, giving us a Dune Diviner. Sounds good. So let's drop the desert, pass the turn. Follow that up most likely with the forest. Let's see what our opponent's on. They are on not knowing what land to play. Desert, sure. Forest, go. White, black. Ooh. Coming up against a zombie deck. They were a little bit problematic, I remember. We're going to drop a Manalith here. We're not under any significant threat at the moment. Now we're under a threat, but we just get to Puncturing Blow that next turn. So, no problem here. No problem at all. You need to go away, because you are a busted card. Busted card. You know it would be awful if a 5/5 Afflict 3 cost 3 mana and got a -1/-1 counter when you targeted it, except all those counters go away when it attacks. Taken 3, not a problem. Alright, so we can Gift of Paradise. Get 3 life back, get back up to 17. Throw it on there. And then we can drop a Dune Diviner. And we got blocks. So what is this? Lifelink Death Touch till turn? Right. Right. Alright, so now we just have to draw to our good stuff. So if we flood out, we're still in a pretty bad spot here. We can start gaining 2 life a turn off the Dune Diviner. 2/3 when it ETBs, exile, sure, whatever. Taken 3, not a problem. That's a land. That's a slight problem. Let's drop a desert. Let's drop an Omet, throwing a counter on the Diviner, and pass the turn. Not feeling great about this matchup. If they come in with the Mummy, we'll certainly throw the Omet in front of it. We need to get a removal. Our Splendid Agonies, our Open Fires. Open Fire, which I've seen once in 6 games. Alright, attacking me, eh? Not gonna block that one. Not gonna block that one either. You got me. You found out how to get me. Not giving lifelink, though. Interesting. So they dealt 4. We're going to gain 2 back, though. So they only dealt 2. Ugh, that sucks. That sucks. Thanks, Magic Arena. It tapped a desert to pay for that. So I gained 1. Oh boy, the auto tapping system needs some serious work. If you're ever doing something where it really matters, you need to make sure you tap the mana and then cast the spell, or tap the mana and then activate the ability, because it will just always screw you over. Alright, so we should be at 6 here. So let's tap a land, tap a desert, tap a land, tap a desert. Sidewinder Naga, eh? Well, we can play it, and we can pass the turn. We die to that +3/+3 flying thing. The zombie deck was always one that was hard to come together, but when it did, it was nigh on unbeatable. Alright, so we're gonna have to throw the Sidewinder in front of something. I guess the 2/3, or maybe the potential 3/3 is a little bit scarier. Yeah, it's gonna have to go in front of the potential 3/3. Sure, I'll go to 5. I'll go back up to 7. And how do we get back in this? Scrounger of Souls, uh-huh. We need to draw absolutely no more lands. Absolutely no more lands. Tap a land. Tap a desert. Do it yourself. Well, technically not a land. Not much better. Pass the turn. Pass the turn, I said. Well, at least we'll get some gems and we'll get to open a pack, right? And also end this video. Oh, we don't even get to kill anything with the stalwart. Are you a zombie? You're a horror. Team? Yeah, let's kill the unraveling mummy. That +3/+3 thing is an instant speed, isn't it? This was probably the wrong block, but I wanted that thing dead before we ended this video. Let's gain a life. Let's gain a life. Damage. Let's the Dune Diviner live. Interesting. Let's the zombie die. Interesting. Wasteland Scorpion, sure. So we need a lot of blockers with very little card draw. We need an amount of blockers that is basically impossible for us to get. Gain a life, up to 3. Why didn't I gain a life? Why didn't I gain a life? I was at 2, I clicked that, it tapped. Whatever, we're dead. We're dead due to bugs. Fun times. Alright, so that is the end of the draft. We went 4 and 3, so we get ourselves 450 gems and some number of boosters. That number is 1 at the moment. I believe it's a random chance between 1 and 3. So let's go crack a pack and then end this video. Inside this pack we get ourselves a duplicate, an uncommon wildcard, and a fraying sanity, so we could build a mill deck if we really wanted to. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up. Stupidly long video. Like I said, I will not do this very often because these videos are way too long. If we had actually gone 9 matches, it would have been forever. So definitely go try this out. I'm sure a lot of you love Hour of Devastation. That draft did not change my opinion on it. I still put it as one of my least favorite drafts ever. But go in and enjoy it if you enjoy it. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at The Mana Leek. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me at Facebook.com/TheManaLeek, Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, and Patreon.com/TheManaLeek. If you like the content, click that thumbs up button. Click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see you all next time.